Oh shit! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olu and today I'm going to be watching Lovecraft Country Season 1 Episode 7. And the name of the episode is called I Am. And yeah, let's get into the video. Oh, that's a Polida. Oh, this is gonna be episode. She's trying to figure out the solo stuff. Oh, that's wait. Maybe I forgot because Christina was talking about a portal or something. What is it called? Yeah, it's a. Is that she was talking about a portal before when she was talking to the police chief. The symbols. It's on the fucking thing.
You to stay in the car. Mama, I don't think we're supposed to be here. What does this have to do with Pop's death?
It's true. Yeah, it has everything to do with his death. Oh shit. Your husband was in love with someone else.
I just can't figure it out. Based on how they rotate on their axis.
Oh shit. She got it. There's a key inside. Every beginning. Why'd you read so slow? Ugh. It's about Hippolyta. I am. That's what it means. Ew.
Did you kill them? No, they were already dead. I just transformed their blood into a potion. Ruby, it's okay.
You're drinking a dead woman's blood.
This entire time, nothing that has happened since I met William. Shit, you. It's been real.
What you know of William is true. Captain Lancaster did try to kill him. And in fact, he succeeded.
So this has been about revenge for your dead lover?
Yes, I want revenge for William. But I want so many other things too.
Yeah, she wants magic. She wants more magic.
Please. My father was a leader in the Order of Ancient Dawn.
The hell is that?
It's a group of powerful men who wield magic. They don't allow women to join. I begged my father to teach me anyway, but he refused. I sought William out to seduce him into being my teacher, to prove I could be better than the son my father wished he had. But the more William taught me, the more I realized how silly it was to limit my pursuit of magic around impressing my father. William's spell, which I completed, was the beginning of bigger ambitions. I could be so much more. Do things most people couldn't even imagine.
Like fuck me. As a man.
Yeah.
I never lied to you. The words may have come out of William's mouth, but they were mine.
I want to know everything.
She's gonna find out she knows Letty.
Secrets, no more half-truths. Every fucking thing.
Ruby, she is playing you sometimes. She may be telling you
Those
everything.
lost pages from the Book of Names. And your family.
Oh, it looks like she's pregnant. What? Oh shit. What the fuck?
You may not be right now.
She told you not to go home.
I translated about half the pages. The ceremony at the altar was complicated. They had this symbol written in chalk all over the lab, which makes me think it's important, and then they had all these weird mechanical elements I'd never seen before.
It's not as simple as just saying the words.
No, he's hiding something from you.
Not Hannah. She managed to escape the fire and ran right out the front door.
How you know she ran out the front?
She had a dream.
Surprise sound crazy. I think I had a dream about her this morning.
Were you in the lodge while it burned around
Yep.
you? I might have the same dream.
I felt like I'd been chasing after her, and I'm
Yeah. She was burning.
not scared, even though the house is burning around me. How are we having the same dream?
I think Hannah might be trying to tell us something. But I can never hear her. Could you?
She doesn't say anything in mine. She's just standing in the doorway, smiling with that book.
The book.
What book?
All the things to take when you're pregnant and running out of your master's burning house and you stop to grab them.
The book of names.
The book of names. Christina's going after the pagan. We gonna get the whole damn book.
Exactly. Christina wants like just the page. They are going after the whole book.
Morning. I figured since I spent the night, I could at least make breakfast.
No, what you figured, since this was the first time I let you spend the night, you would make a big old production out of breakfast.
Drop the needle in that record for me.
Oh no, is Tick gonna come inside and see them dancing and stuff?
There's nothing in your cabinets but whiskey. So I went to the store. On the way, I ran into this woman with this cute little African scarf. Would you believe she said she got it at Marshall Field?
That was Bernice, my neighbor.
It was at the bus stop. She didn't see me coming out of here.
What's this, pork? I don't need pork. Ain't had no beef sausage down there. Why these grits so runny, Sammy? I like my grits firm. You know this.
What you gonna moan about next if the coffee is too wet?
Yeah.
Why is it that every time you feel like we're getting too close, you make it a point to show me you don't care about me?
Did I say that, Sammy? Don't put no goddamn words.
They're trying to push him away again because of what just happened there.
I'm sorry.
Ooh! What are you looking at? He was happy. He was going to be something good to you. I swear to you. Like, if this man is happy, you will be happy. I don't know. I know he's a fucked up person in the head, but if that man is so good and
You are a faggot.
if he feels good inside of himself, he's going to be happy with you. I don't know.
I'm still your goddamn daddy.
Exactly.
And you respect me! Get out of here! You get out! Don't you ever call me out my fucking name!
Did Mama know?
Yeah, mama, no. I think he was trying to make him. It was, I don't know. Let me just relax. I have a lot to say, but I think we can all say like, yeah, let him be in his truth. Like, this is not the time. Like, this is like the time period to be openly queer and stuff like that. But like, you know.
He said he had to
Well, yeah, that's what I was trying to think about. I don't want to say it because I have a lot of things to say. That's why I was trying to make him a man, because that's what happened to him too when he was a child.
All right. Thank you, Ruth.
She knows a lot of things. She knows about magic. No,
We could borrow Woody.
she's following the arch.
Obviously, you can't.
It's important.
So is my trip.
We just sent out a new print. And Uncle George would not want you driving around
Did
here.
George put you in charge of the guy before that sheriff you say shot him?
Hmm.
Then I sure as hell don't need your permission to do guide work. Back up.
Exactly. Back up. You guys want to micromanage her like that? She's like, move.
Or I can go by myself. If you want to stay, talk to your sister.
So where have you been staying?
With her lover, with Christina.
After I moved out, did you start to care?
Ruby.
She was a white woman actually. So now,
Our last fight was one of our worst. And it was my fault. I should have told you about the money coming from Mama. Please. Time I've spent Thinking about all the things I hated about her. It never occurred to me that I could actually become her. For that, I'm sorry.
Ruby's a bad bitch. Okay.
Mama apologizing all her life. So maybe y'all are exactly the same.
Every beginning is a time for something. That's what it said. Oh, that's another comic from, what's the name?
Let me get you some more macaroni and cheese, baby. But you were asking about your mama's people, huh? Lord, I have to love to talk about them. They were so close growing up.
She ever say anything about the Book of Names?
I don't recall that, but you know, I do think there was some kind of family book, though. But from the way Ethel talked about it, I thought it was something like a photo album, a family Bible or something like that.
That might be it. I'm trying to track it down. I was wondering, did she tell you anything about it?
It's gone, babe. It's gone. Those white folks burned up everything in the massacre. You ever saw a photo of your cousin Ethel?
No, ma'am.
Let me get that photo album. Don't get up. Don't get up.
Yeah, don't get up. How are they gonna get the book of names though?
You never told me.
Where you stay?
Still on the north side.
With a white man then?
Seems to me you ought to be concerned with your own love life. Your boyfriend paying you rent yet?
No.
Atticus seems to be the only man from the south side without a job. So what does he do to keep himself busy?
Oh, he's a big helper on the house.
Get over here, taste this. Tell me what it's missing.
I think she's pregnant. Because of the premonition, the thing.
What is wrong with you? You love garlic.
Yeah. The dream.
Some weird allergy or something to it.
That or you're pregnant with Junior, Mr. Fix-It.
Ooh. Yeah, she said, oh shit, Polita.
Where you, baby?
She's like, what are you doing?
Elida's had Hiram's orrery the entire time. She must have taken it from the house.
How do you know that?
Looking right at the damn thing. It has like a set of coordinates engraved on the top. The way she was acting over there, I think she knows we lied to her about Uncle George.
Exactly.
She ain't on the guy track.
She's going where this thing's leading her. She's in danger.
Ruby, don't let that. Ruby, let me tell you something. Christina is not your friend, okay? She will use you to get what she wants. I know, like, what is her name? Lady may not tell you everything, you know? She may not know how you're gonna take it, but like, she knows everything. She knows Christina, okay? Christina's not a good person. Oh shit.
The length of time it takes for each planet to travel around two suns. 433.
She's the smartest person. The one equation in your head is quite impressive. Oh fuck me, bitch. Oh fuck.
Speak up, gal. Who are you?
Sir, I just got lost on the road.
Don't lie to me. How'd you know how to turn this thing on? Larry, is that you?
No, it's not Larry. Oh shit! Oh my god, it just fucking destroyed the fucking thing. She's gonna shoot this man. That thing just fixed the time. It's opening. Ooh! Throw his ass into the fucking thing too. No one's gonna know. Oh shit. Oh my god. He says, I am. What does that even mean? Tiki's not here. Oh. What the hell was that?
Who are you? What are you?
I am.
I am.
Where am I? What are these things in my arms?
That's the name. I am. Oh, is this I am?
You can't keep me here.
You were not in a prison.
I am. You are not in prison. I think they want her to. Whoa, there's blood. Oh my god, it's coming out of her fucking wrist.
Was she human?
Yeah, exactly.
64 number settings. 00 to 999.
Oh.
Makes a total possible combinations. Celestial.
What do you want?
You are not in a prison.
You're not in prison.
You want to be. Name yourself.
Name yourself.
Where do you want to be?
Where do you want to be? Because all our life, the only thing she wanted to be was to be Hippolyta. Oh my god. Ooh. Shit. Josephine Baker. Who she wants to be. The freedom. I don't know. Maybe Josephine Baker. Her. To be free. To be glamorous. To be everything she wanted to be. You know. Because and then she lives in a society where women have to, like, you know, what is it called? Be the second what is it called? Second-hand citizen or some shit like that, you know?
You make us all look bad.
The manager must stop with the American girls.
Now, we've all had those nights, even me. Lord, you should have seen my ass back at old chauffeurs in St. Louis. But you've got to come correct tomorrow. Now, here's the step.
Seeing your idol or someone you really like. How long has she been here though?
Got a match?
Got that look again.
Nights like this, I burn so bright I feel like a star.
You are a star.
No, Shetty. Not like a movie star. Anyone can be that. Me, I feel like the stars in the black of space. Magnificent. Ancient.
Yeah. Because that's what she wants to be too. You know, a star. Something magnificent, you know?
They don't call it the City of Lights for nothing.
Smoking blunt and doing all that and living the best life. But there's more to who she is as a person than this and a performer and all this.
Freedom. Like I've never known before. I see what I was robbed of back then.
Yeah.
All those years I thought I had everything I ever wanted, only to come here
To this discover that you have nothing.
Was the exact kind of Negro woman white folks wanted me to be. I feel like they just found a smart way to lynch me without me noticing the noose. Sometimes I want to kill white folks.
So, Miss Hippolyta, what are you gonna do with all that anger?
I am Hippolyta.
Ooh, that's it.
I am Hippolyta.
Hippolyta.
I am Hippolyta.
God damn it, that's the thing. Oh. Shit. She has to learn the message over and over and over and over again. She's going easy on you, Hippolyta. Oh shit, Hippolyta is doing that thing. How long has she? I think she's like 1 billion years old now. Because I don't know that coordination. It keeps showing over and over and over and over again. Oh, she just what is it called? Gain the helmet of a warrior. Okay. She's fighting the white man. Yuck. Shit. Hippolyta. Oh shit. It's a metaphor for outrage. I don't know. Oh! What the fuck? Ooh. Yo! What the fuck? Oh, she's living. Because the name, they took a, you know, like the ownership of who she is as a person, you know, and she's reclaiming that name. I am Hippolyta. Is she laying next to George?
There's a baby, a world where I can name myself anything.
Am I still here right now?
I don't know what exactly it all means.
Then you saw you have named yourself my wife.
Exactly.
Missing you when you were out on the road, but really I was angry. Because for so much of my life, I've been shrinking.
Yeah, that's what I said.
By the time I met you, I'd already gotten so small. And I thought you knew how big I wanted to be. I thought you saw me. But you just stood by and let me shrink myself more for you.
Why didn't you tell me you felt this?
Exactly. You didn't see it. Because it is true. Do you even love your wife that much? You may love her, you know, like that, but like at the same time, it's hard. It's, I don't know. It's to another person. If you want to talk about that, you know?
I am Hippolyta.
She's a scientist. So she could have been a scientist because she wanted to be a scientist. Oh, she went back and took him out of that. I think she went back in time. He looks so beautiful.
Your people wouldn't be seeking equal rights.
I want more black. I don't know, black fantasy. Wow.
You were.
I want to cry. It's fun to see this.
I do not come to you as a reality. I come to you as the myth. Because that's what black people are.
I don't know.
Myth.
It's fun to see this.
I got curious. Now that you've named yourself, you fully integrate into our society. You no longer need the devices on your wrist. Is the change permanent? Yes. Can I go back through that portal that brought me here? Back home? Yes. We can send you back to your Earth.
How can I fit in everything
In the war. In the.
into that place?
I think the world just want women to shrink and shit like that. It's just crazy. I want more of like, fantasy and stuff. I don't know. It's fun. Oh shit. Oh my god, he's not gonna take the fucking comic book. She's gonna come back, don't worry. Shit, the fuck. You forgot the comics. Shit, more problems. It looks like the comic D wrote for her. The galaxy stuff. You get a round of applause for me. A round of applause. A standing ovation, even though it was so good. I don't know. We cry because it was so fun. I have a lot to say. I know I'm not gonna say everything because my brain is still going through a lot right now, and I know when I'm done with this, and when I'm done with editing. I said editing. When I'm done with this, when I go back, or like when I'm doing my regular tasks, what? And I start thinking about this stuff. I start remembering like all the things I need to say, but like right now, Hippolyta really like, what is her name? Like Hippolyta like going through the constellation and stuff like that, and her like trying to piggy bank and take stuff off and stuff. Let me just say from the way, let me just say out of order and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. Let me calm down. What do you want to say? Because I said it before too, like she is the smartest person. Hippolyta is the smartest person I've known throughout this thing. Like, because at the end of the day, because I was saying it too, like she wanted to do all this stuff. It feels like she's in the shadows of everyone. She's in the shadow because she's a woman, and I think sometimes we don't get it. Like, even though she's a black woman at that, she's in the shadows of everything. She's always like being let down and everything. And she's a dark-skinned black woman at that. Like, she's always been like, she doesn't have to when she even though she's the best of the best, her potential and everything always been everything has always been like, she like being what is it called, mislooked and stuff like that, and I think sometimes like when she talks about that, because she's yearning for more, she's yearning to be free of everything. It's not because it's a metaphor, she's yearning to be something, like at the end of the day, like she wants to be Hippolyta. The name, she wants to be more than Hippolyta. Maybe I'm just saying like that. She wanted to be more. And what is Christina, let me tell you something. Christina, let me tell you, you are having intercourse with Ruby. And I was like, does it feel the same? Does it? When they do their thing. Because she's in the body of William. Does that feel the same? I know it feels the same. Duh. She has the William's pee-pee. Whatever. But you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna let that go. But the thing is, Ruby, I don't think Ruby knows exactly what Christina want more from life. Christina want more. Even at the same time, she's trying to learn magic and all this kind of stuff. Ruby, this lady is not your friend. She will use you and dump you. Maybe she's trying to sweet talk you and do all this because she knows you are Letty's fucking sister. Even though I know you have your beef with Letty and stuff like that, but like at the same time, this lady will use you. Will use you to get what she wants. And when she get that, she's gonna dump you and throw you out the fucking window. That's what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, it's not like it's not okay. Okay? She want more from this world. And then the dream sequence, what? When you know what? Stop. When what is her name? Is it Letty? Letty was having the same dream as Tick, and she was pregnant. And because I didn't know, we finally found out she was pregnant because when she was trying to taste the meal, and she was like, "Oh shit, I don't like this." I called her. I was like, "Oh my god, I think she's pregnant," because the way, because of the dream, I'm like my brain just went there and it's like she's pregnant because literally it's a metaphor. I don't know. And then she was burning in the fucking thing, and then she looked at her own stomach. It's like, oh shit, I'm pregnant, and then all that kind of shit. And what is his name? Is it Matthias? Is it Monteros or something? Monteros. Tick's dad. He was so happy, and he's trying to jinx this fucking life he built for himself. And I just, he was so happy. And then when the man started talking, and he was smiling and all that kind of stuff, and he was frying stuff, and then I think when he says something, he just he just went back to his old ways. Not in his old ways like that, but like when he was like talking to him, and he said something about, oh yeah, there's this women I saw, blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, that's my neighbor. And then he was at the bus stop, right? And then she didn't know I was here, and then it's like, oh, okay. And then when he sat down and then started talking, and then when he was like looking at the food, and he started getting angry at him because he was trying to push him away, because it doesn't, this emotion, this is the thing he has been buried, he has been hiding within himself, or like doesn't want to come out and stuff like that. Yeah, that's something, right? And then he was like pushing that stuff back, and he was pushing that emotion back, that emotion of loving someone and being free with that person without you jinxing it. And I think that's the name was like talking, was like, I don't like this, I don't like bacon, I don't have beef. And then it was like, I don't like my what is it called, greens, what grits, I said grits, I don't like grits, what is it called, watery and stuff. Like, it was like, why, what is your problem? And then literally when it is true, like it's trying to like push him away because it doesn't know how to feel. It feels like it feels guilty for loving someone and being happy at that moment. I'm not gonna say he's not a bad person in the way that this is absolutely get there, but the way he was like trying to push him away, because he knows like he's in love with this man through and through. There's nothing else he can talk. You can say to me like this man is not in love with this man, and you can tell like this emotional weight and his feelings for this man. He like him, and without him being hard. And then it comes to a point where when he was trying to leave, and then I said it before. In the reaction was like, oh my god, is this gonna happen? Is Tick gonna see them here? And I was geeky like, but that shit happened. What the fuck? Tick was outside the door, and then they called him the F word, right? And Tick was like, oh my god, he beats me because I think I did something wrong, but just to find out he was the one, la 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 la. And I said, because in my mind I was like, yeah, it did all that, because in his mind that's the only way he felt like, because that's what happened to him, maybe. Because when he was talking to Uncle George in episode 2, when they went to the fucking mansion, the mansion that burned down or that fucking collapsed and shit, he was talking to Uncle George, and Uncle George, he was like, yeah, Dad always beat the fuck out of me for small things, right? He's always being punished for something, maybe because his dad tried to change him or something like that, maybe. That kind of stuff. And I think sometimes like he was trying to do the same thing so his son doesn't become that, because he's so ashamed of who he is in his own heart, because it feels like he internalized homophobia and stuff like that. He felt like he has to course correct his own son from not being queer or gay or something like that. And then he was doing the same thing to him because he doesn't want him to feel like, he doesn't want him to be who he is inside, because he's hitting him. He hates himself. He hates the way he feels. He hates the way he's in love with someone. He knows like he himself can't truly accept his own self. And I think that's why Teak, and I'm not gonna take that away from like Teak, like, oh yeah, you're supposed to support him. No, I'm saying in his own right, like, yeah, I'm angry at this man. I think sometimes his anger is valid for him, and now at the same time I see it from what is it, Monse, point of view too. And I think sometimes, like, yeah, but like the pain and the trauma he inflicted on Tick, I'm not trying to say like, okay, just say, oh yeah, no, but like Tick is no, but like he felt that pain, and that's his pain, and that's his trauma, and everything. It's his own to feel. It's okay to feel those anger towards this person, and then at the same time, it's like, you are doing this even though you're beating my fucking ass. And I see, like, in this world you cannot be that person, and he was trying to like course correct him, but like that's not the way you're supposed to do it. And and because in this, you cannot just say, let me just be queer and then that's it. No, do you want to die? Exactly. You don't want to do that. You can do that on the ground, but no, not outside. And I think that's the point. And it's like the emotional weight of him truly accepting himself. I don't think he's going to do that anytime soon, and I don't know what's going to happen in the next episode. Maybe he's going to, or maybe he's not. I don't know if they're going to talk about what just happened here, because they had a argument in the hallway. And I think like that, in that sense, like, I see from both sides. You can just say, yeah, I see from, yeah, his dad is a fucking asshole sometimes, because at the same time, the way he doesn't talk to him as, I don't know, even though he's trying to like tell him not to do something, he doesn't talk to him in a manner of, I love you, son, but no, don't do this shit, don't do that. But he talks to him as something he can just, trying to be hard. And because, oh my god, in his own mind, he feel like if he doesn't act the way he's supposed to act, people are gonna call him gay, or people are gonna say, you are this kind of person, you are this kind of person. So he's trying to be tough, because so people can see him as like, oh yeah, he's a man, he's masculine, it's that kind of shit, is this that's the way he talks to Tick. So he talks to Tick Ashley, he talks to Tick, that like, he talks to him in a way where it's so unhealthy, because he feels like that's the only way to be a man in his own eye, because people are going to talk shit about him, and that's something, that's something. And I think it makes, I just see that, and I feel sorry, because at that time, him being happy, that small that small period of time when we saw him, coming out of the room and laughing when he saw, is it Months? I don't know the man's name. Saw him laughing and stuff like that. It felt this joy of someone you like in your house. You didn't even have to like, that person is right there. And then you felt that joy of laughing with someone you love right there. The person you like, standing right there, and then you laughing is so, and then something just switched up. Like, someone will see you, someone may see you. And I think I really do like that. And I don't know, I still have a lot to talk about that, but I'm just going to let that go, because we're going to be here all day. And when Hippolyta was like talking to when she was trying to go, she was going on the journey to look for the coordination and stuff like that. And then she was screaming at Tick like, no, Judge didn't put you in charge. What the fuck are you talking about? Let me go. I need this car to do what the fuck I want to do. And I can tell the anger, because like she wasn't put into a space where I don't know. I still don't, that scene, I know, like, yeah, she's trying to like, yeah, you guys didn't tell me my husband was killed in this fucking place. You guys lied to me. You said it was a fucking police officer who killed my husband, because he felt like lynching, right? But it wasn't that. It was a fucking rich ass man, white man, who's doing magic that killed my fucking husband. And I would be mad too. And then, what is like a lady and Ruby talking about things, ashing some things out, because at the end of the day, it is true. Lady feels like, Lady just, because she's the baby of their fucking family, right? But at the same times, I cannot take away from like our fucking mother she doesn't really fuck. They don't, she's always that person, like she doesn't care about She doesn't care about them. They have to take care of themselves. Maybe she's always, what is that thing called? She's always male centered and stuff like that. That's that kind of stuff. Let's just put it like that way, you know. And wait, I want to know. She says something from the note. Give me a second. Every beginning is wait. The what is it called, the solar stuff. I didn't have the chance to see that. Every beginning is a time, and every limit of extension in space. What does that even mean? Every beginning is in time, and every limit of extension is in space. I don't know what the fuck that means. Every beginning is in time. Yeah, every beginning is in time, right? Because it's in the present, because we are moving to time right now. Everything is in time. Past, the future, and everything is in time. It's always linear, Time will move on. Time keeps moving, and we live in it. We live in time. Every beginning start with once upon a time there was this and this. Move through time, and every limit of extension in space. Every limit of extension in space. Every limit of extension is every limit of extension in space. Extension. Every limit of extension is in space. I don't know what the second verse means. Every limit of extension. Every limit of extension. Sorry, my brain is just cuckoo, going through so much. But wait, I don't know. Maybe I'm just, to my knowledge, that's what the first one means. I don't know. The second one, every limit of extension in space. Time and space, because space is quite vast I don't know, every extension. Extension, like extension of yourself, extension of oneself, of one identity. Maybe it's a metaphor for like who you are as a person. There's no limit to that. It's expanding every day. You make different decisions every day, different stuff every day. Maybe that's what it's trying to say. I don't know. Maybe I'm stuck in that. I'm just saying things out of my ass. But anyways, but what is it called? There was a marking on the back of Tick. I don't know, because it was looking through the pictures, and then the lady had one right here on her arm. I don't know, but Lady being pregnant. It felt like, yeah, that's the next step for that. But like Hippolyta, like literally fighting this man, the policeman, and her like doing math in her own head. And I think sometimes like that was the thing. Hippolyta was supposed to be the biggest thing. She's like, I could have been the biggest I could have been the biggest and name a fucking stuff. I don't know. And that thing drawing her in, the planet, the thing drawing her in and stuff like that. It was crazy. And then the alien lady saying I am, because she was like talking to Hippolyta, and it's like who are you? And she said I am. Who are you? And she didn't even know that. And that was really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want more like black sci-fi stuff, and vampires and werewolves and witches and stuff like that, and something weird and twisted. I like that. I'm sorry. I've seen most. I'm just saying. And when she was like, when Hippolyta was like taking the stuff, the cubes of the the table. You just said the table. And the lady was like, the giant lady came in and is like, who are you? And is like, what's your name? And she was like, what? She's like, say your name. What's your name? And I think when she said, I am Hippolyta, and then no, not Hippolyta. She said, what's your name? So she said her name. Josephine Bakers. Yeah, she said her name, Josephine Baker. She did, and then she said, I am Josephine Baker. Oh, no, I am with Josephine Baker. But she said, say the name, who you want to be, or something like that. I think that's what the giant lady said. I am with Josephine Baker. And I think, when she started dancing with Josephine Baker, and then she becomes more free of who she is as a person. And then she started dancing, and she started being free. And it felt like the world outside of who I think the world wanted her to be a certain way, to be, to just be, what is the name of George's wife. That's what the world wants her to be, not something else, not Hippolyta, not who she is. She like the world put her in a box where she doesn't have to be anything else rather than just a wife, and that's it. And that kind of stuff. And I think, like, for her, she wants more from life. And then here you can see her bubbling and laughing and being her and being something else, and being too much of who is she, and being a lot. That's something. I think sometimes, like, it's okay to take up rooms. It's okay to take up rooms. Take up as much as you can. I think people don't get that. Like, people's like, there's way more fucking rooms for other people to take rooms at. Take up space and feel comfortable enough without hurting other people. I'm just saying that, And who she's supposed to be, it was so, like, she keeps shrinking who she is as a person, right? And then her just saying, I hate that they made me feel small. They made me feel like I have to be one-dimensional person. I have to be just this person. I don't want that. I want more from life. And I think that was the thing. She's like, I hate the white man. I hate all of that. And they make me feel powerful. They make me feel small, And then when she transported herself back to, I think what is it called? The tribe where she was fighting, right, as a warrior. And then she started fighting. She started doing all this. She was training to be the best. I don't know the metaphor for that. I think it was to take her power back, maybe. The metaphor of her, like, when she falls down, she has to get her back, maybe. When she was, like, falling and training and falling and training and falling and training and falling, and then until she stops shrinking and she starts growing. When you don't put a shade on the, like, what is it called? What is the thing called? When the flower is not directly into the sun, right? Maybe some sunlight, it's still gonna get some sunlight, but it's not gonna grow to its fullest potential. It's not going to be something else. It's not gonna, maybe the flower or the tree or something like that needs sunlight to shine, but there was no sunlight. It was just in the dark. Maybe it's gonna grow sometimes. Maybe some particles and stuff like that still makes it grow a little bit small, but it's not gonna be so big. It's gonna be so small, to its fullest potential, maybe. But and when she was taking her power back and everything, Hippolyta was fighting those people. Hippolyta was doing that thing. Hippolyta was fighting them. Okay, and I think there was and then when she was, like, saying her speech to the ladies, and she's like, the lady, a rage of being someone, like, there was like, yeah, your rage is nothing, it's your rage is ladylike, she said that your rage is ladylike. And I think sometimes, like, that's the thing. I said something before, like, the world itself runs on women's labor, in a sense of the work women does. Women do way more. Yeah, we can talk about that. Like we can say that. Yeah, we can say like in the world itself, they do so much. They do so much, and then I think sometimes like people don't really appreciate that, because like at the end of the day, without women, this fucking world is not gonna run the way it's supposed to. It is the truth, and I think we may see ourselves as we may live in a patriarchal world where we see men running stuff and trying to. I think it's based on ego, in a sense of like they couldn't see partnership in what it is. You know, they try to like, oh yeah, we run this shit, we run this shit, we run this shit. No, you don't. You just running on shit, and you fucking choosing fucking war and killing people based on what, dummy. And you know, when she went back in time to see George, and then she was like talking and saying all this big words, not big words, just telling George, oh yeah, I went this, I do this, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. I was so excited. And then one thing, and George said something that changed. She's like, and then you chose to be my wife. That was the thing that fucking no. You know? And then she looked at him, she was like, and then he was like, what happened? And then she's like, let me tell you something. That's the thing I don't like. Because I've let people make me feel small. That's a portion of who I am as a person. Maybe you think, I don't know, maybe I'm not that intellectual. You know, yeah, I can go deep dive and say some things, but like that's the thing. I may not see the full pictures here. I may not. But there was a thing where I don't know, the patriarchy still works here. He's still the dynamic here, because it still feels like at the end of the day, you call yourself my wife, you know, that kind of stuff. Like you feel like it's I don't know. There's that dynamic here, and it's like, yeah, because when she laid on his chest and it's like, oh yeah, you chose to be my wife or something like that. Let me see. And yeah, he said you still name yourself my wife, because at the end of the day, it still feels like a patriarchal stuff. Like because because she chose him. That's not the case. You missed all that. You missed all what she said to you, because the only thing you chose was, or you chose to be my wife. Maybe yeah, she may love you and all that, but like you didn't see the whole picture. You didn't see the whole picture, man. You know. I think she said it before she met George, she was supposed to be something big. Even though before that, the world always tells her you have to shrink who you are as a person. And let's just say a black woman at that, you have to shrink yourself to be small, to be something that you don't have to show up. You don't have to show up as the best of the best in the fucking room. You have to shrink. If you know this shit, don't raise your hand, don't talk shit. Even though let the mediocre white man say something. Maybe even though he doesn't know the fucking answer. Even though men too, you know, they just put the dynamic of like race and what is it called? And gender, you know, that kind of stuff. Everything's like everything's intertwined, you know. And which is like, I always shrink myself, and then literally, and then I become your wife. I was shrinking, and even though I become your wife, you didn't see I was shrinking. You didn't see your wife as someone who's intellectually brilliant enough to know things. And I think sometimes like we may not talk about that, because there was an episode where is it episode 3, when they were all going, you know, the road trip and stuff like that, and then Hippolyta was like, I could come, I could help you do, you know, I could do all this, because she wants to be that person. She wants to go and see the world and figure some shit out, you know, like that's the thing. It felt like she's just George's wife, and that was it. She's nothing else, you know. And then she was saying it like, you didn't see that, like you didn't see I was suffering here, I was choking. I want to experience what it feels like to be alive. You know? I'm not just your wife. I'm a person. I yearn for shit. I want to know things. I want to know a lot of things. And it makes sense in that sense, like, and I'm like, I don't know. And then when she shook his hand and was like, let's go, and she took him on to a space stuff. And when Joe's what is his name? That scene alone, the space stuff was so fun when they were going to planet, and then they have this, alien stuff, and it's so. What is it called? I don't know how to. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. It feels like, it feels good to watch that, and I think sometimes people don't get it. Like in my mind, it feels good to see that and say, yeah, I'm not just a black person, and I'm not just like, I'm intellectually fucking sound. I know things. I want to be quirky. I want to be nerdy. I want to do all this shit. But you guys just see me as someone weird, and I say weird, harmful, and just that kind of shit. It's fun seeing that. It just makes you feel like I want to see more of this kind of shit. I don't know. I want to see more black women fantasy. I don't know. Like it just feels good. We can't just be you just can put us in one box and say that's how you think you see us. That's why I'm getting into comics, because I started liking comics now, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I never had the chance. Not because I didn't think about comics before. I think about comics. I watch a lot of cartoons and animation and stuff like that when I was growing up. But I wasn't gonna say, not because I didn't think about that, but like I have imagination in the sense where it puts me in a space where I can only think about that, because the only people I see on the TV was whiteness. I see white people in my face every time, and I didn't take that as a defeat, or like, oh yeah, I see and I love that. I love all that, and I see through that. And it wasn't because like I see their whiteness. I see them as, okay, they're white, but like I still love the shit they made. But like, when it becomes a blackness itself, they don't really see it as something to look up to. When you see like what, they don't see that as cinema itself. They see it as black movies instead of like cinema itself, or this is like animation. They just say it's a black animation. No, it's an animation. Not because like no erasure of blackness, but like you see blackness in it. We see it because we love it. You can be, what is it called? I can be a role model, that kind of shit. But like at the end of the day, that's how it feels. Like getting into comics, I'm trying to like, I'm been reading stuff. I want to have physical copies of comics. What's it called? Stuff like that. I'm still getting into it. I'm just reading everything online. I want physical stuff. But anyways, it's so fun to see this and to really, I don't know. I shed a tear because it was fun. It was fun to watch. It was fun to see this black woman feel like she can name who she is as a person. The nerd side. She is a nerd. Let's just put that aside. She's the biggest nerd in this. And space and time and everything. Like she wants to be, I don't know, like she can be an event. I know, what's it called? I don't know. What was the name again? You know what? I'm gonna stop. I don't know the name. I forgot. I was trying to say something, but I don't know the name. But anyways, like she could be something else rather than just this black woman who's a mother and that's it. There's way more potential. Even though when we put it in real life and in movies itself, we don't get the roles of being, exploring worlds. We see from a white lens. Or they are the one to explore life. They are the one to explain. In movies too, you see them go through. In movies you see them go through different worlds and different planets and see themselves and look at things and look at that. They see themselves in those people, and they see themselves in like space stuff and all that kind of shit. They see themselves, and not because like it's okay. Diversity can be in your fucking mind. Just put that there. It's not because of anything. It's just like seeing other people. It's the most crazy part of the thing. You are not the only one in this world. You are not living your life closing your eyes and saying, yeah, the only people I see around me is whiteness. What? Dumb. At the same time, they write from their own lens of how they think the world is. So, And when Hippolyta was like talking to that lady, she's like, "Can I go home?" And is this permanent? I think that's permanent for her because she is who she is now, Hippolyta. I am Hippolyta. She knows her name. She knows who she is. She can be whatever she wants. That's what she wanted to be, right? And I think it's so fun. And the ending when Teak was running away from that fucking man, and he took a book. The book says Lovecraft Country. You know? George Freeman. Sorry, I just read it right now. Who is Judge Freeman? The book he took from the fucking portal and stuff like that. There was a book that says Lovecraft Country, Judge Freeman. Who was that? But anyways. And then when he was like turning off the thing, and then he left the fucking comic by Diana. Literally Diana Freeman. That's what it said. Is it Dina? Yes, I said Diana. Dina. It's Dina. Yeah. And oh shit, I know it's gonna come back and bite D in the ass because now our name is tied to this. And then all this shit is gonna go down. Oh my god. I don't like this. I know it's gonna come back, but anyways, I really do like this episode. I love the previous one too, and I don't know, it's so much, and there's so much to really think about now, because when I'm done, that's the only thing I'm gonna be thinking about, because I do really into the what is it called? The thing that says the solar system, the writing and the solar system, right? I didn't really fully understand what it said, so I'm gonna keep thinking about that until I understand. So thank you guys so much again for watching. My name is Olu, and if you're new here, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much. See you guys in the next video. Bye.